Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News at 11 starts now.
Temperatures taking a tumble, and then we start looking at the snow. Find out what part of our week is going to have the biggest impact.
We're going to begin, though, with several races being closely watched on this election night, including the mayoral race in Warren. And as we come to you right now at the 11 o'clock hour, the race right now pretty close with the three-term incumbent, Mayor Fouts, actually trailing, but these are early returns.
Right. Let's go ahead and look at the numbers here. Mayor Fouts is behind by a few hundred votes to challenger Kelly Collegio, who has spent the past 8 years on Warren City Council. Again, as Devin said, this race has not been decided, with Warren yet to report absentee ballots, which of course could play a big factor on who wins. Now to the big race we've been watching in Ann Arbor. More than 90% of the vote is in there, and it looks like the city's billion-dollar school bond proposal is going to pass. So stay with Local 4. We've got updates on several of the other big races still ahead here on Local 4 News at 11. But first, it's a chilly night across Metro Detroit. Temperatures dropping down into the 20s. Yeah, that's right. Ben is tracking both rain and snow in the forecast.
Yeah, guys, it's our coldest night of the season so far, and it's actually the first time we have been down below 32. We're sitting at that mark right now, but we will very soon go into the 20s overnight, and so will everyone here in Southeast Michigan. By the time we get into tomorrow night, though, that's when the snow begins, and it will continue into Thursday morning's commute. There will be some minor accumulations out there. None of this really is going to be on the paved surfaces, but the timing is going to be bad because it's going to be falling a lot of it during the Thursday morning commute. Tomorrow morning when we get up, dry conditions, but it will be the coldest start we've seen yet. 27 in the metro zone. We'll look at some even chillier numbers and also more snow, all in the 7-day forecast. Don't forget to download that Local Forecasters app before you leave the house tomorrow. Track any of the snow we're expecting in the next 2 days. It's absolutely free by searching WDIV. Devin?
Now let's get back to the other news of this election night, the other key races we're following. First, in Macomb County, voters up in Washington Township voting overwhelmingly to reject a parks and recreation millage that would have led to the purchase of Total Sports Park, which the township planned to convert into a Parks and Rec center. History is going to be made one way or the other tonight in Livonia, with the city electing its first woman mayor. Right now, Maureen Miller Brosnan with a double-digit lead over Laura Toy. Let's move to Flint, where we have a new mayor. A very close race there. State Representative Sheldon Neely beating Mayor Karen Weaver, who basically got a lot of national attention over the last couple of years as the city made its way through the water crisis, losing by fewer than 300 votes tonight. Now, there are more than 200 local races being decided across Metro Detroit. We will have the results throughout this evening on air and on our website at clickondetroit.com. Kim?
4 members of the Wayne State Board of Governors have voted to fire President Roy Wilson. This latest move, part of the ever-escalating battle between some of the board members and the president. Mara McDonald is live on campus tonight. And so, Mara, is Wilson still the president of the university tonight?
Well, Kimberly, that is a question that has a different answer depending on which members of the Board of Governors that you speak to. Let me show you.
It has been a year of battles between Wayne State President Roy Wilson and 3, sometimes 4 members of the university's Board of Governors. It's gotten so bad, 4 members voted to fire him.
He has shown us repeatedly, time and time again, that he is incapable of reuniting the board. The institution remains paralyzed, and we had no option but the third option, and that is to get rid of him.
The chair of the Board of Governors, who belongs to the pro-Wilson faction, sent out this letter. As you may be aware from media reports, discord among our Board of Governors has given rise to an unfortunate rumor that President Wilson has been fired. This is not true.
We disagree with that, and we met with our attorneys today who strongly agree with us.
There has been ongoing tension between Wilson and some of the board members over consulting fees, land deals, and the latest, Wayne State's free tuition guarantee for Detroit students. Board members tell us they were unaware this was happening. Right now, there's a 4-4 split on the board.
The way to fix this is for 3 people to stop their fight and for the 4th to stop joining them part of the time and move forward for the good of this university. Stop caring about their own egos.
Back here live, as of right now, the university is acting and proceeding as though President Wilson is indeed still the president here, but likely this is going to be something that the lawyers are going to have to fight out. We are live on the campus of Wayne State University. I'm Mara McDonald. Back to you.
A new one.
Yeah, more to come on that. A car thief strikes in a 7-Eleven parking lot in Macomb County.
Surveillance video shows it only took about 30 seconds for the thief to get inside and drive away with the Buick. Priya Mann live in Clinton Township. There was a reason this car was so easy to steal, though, Priya.
Yeah, well, Devin, this driver left the car running in the parking lot. She told an employee she'd actually borrowed the car from a friend, left her purse inside the vehicle. She was just buying some smokes, and within a few seconds, that car was gone.
That sucks, you know, having your car taken away from you and you thinking that it's okay, thinking you're going to be in there for a few seconds and then coming out and your car being taken.
Security cameras were rolling as a man walks by a running car outside of a 7-Eleven in Clinton Township. Less than 40 seconds later, he jumps in and takes off.
I never do that. I think I'm just paranoid about it in general, so I always lock my car whenever I leave it, even for like a minute.
A woman went to the 7-Eleven at 15 Mile and Little Mac around 3 Friday morning. She left her silver 2006 Buick LaCrosse running in the parking lot. It doesn't take long for the man to start eyeing the car. At one point, he even looks inside the 7-Eleven. Once he realizes the driver isn't paying attention, he takes advantage of her mistake.
I do feel for her, though. I think that, you know, you kind of make these little mistakes, and 99% of the time nothing happens, and then the 1% it does. It's still a bummer.
Many drivers were sympathetic with the woman, saying it's easy to do, but that you shouldn't take any chances.
It's unfortunate that it happened. It'd be unfortunate if it happened to anybody, but I mean, you still have to think sometimes, you know, it falls back on you a little bit, you know,
Yeah.
but I mean, it shouldn't happen.
Now, if you recognize the man in that surveillance video, you're urged to call Clinton Township Police. Reporting live, I'm Priya Mann, Local 4.
All right, Priya, we could soon have more answers about an alleged hazing problem in the De La Salle football team. Warren Police Commissioner Bill Dwyer says a team of investigators is interviewing a number of players and coaches. The investigation stems from a recent hazing incident that took place inside the team's locker room. They pulled the plug on the football season. School administrators say they are cooperating with the investigation.
The Michigan House of Representatives passing a bill that would make it easier for people to have their criminal records expunged. If passed, the law would allow those convicted of marijuana offenses to have their convictions set aside if it wouldn't have been a crime following the legalization of recreational marijuana. The bill also includes automatic expungement for certain crimes after a period of time. The bill now goes to the Senate for a vote. Still ahead, a major cell phone carrier is being forced to give refunds to customers.
We'll have a look at what AT&T did years ago that is now costing the company millions of dollars coming up.
You should have just been able to go and have fun that day, and just like any other kid.
Her 10-year-old son fell 20 feet while ziplining. Tonight, the action she's taking to make sure it doesn't happen to any other children. But first, here's Dr. McGeorge.
Adderall is one of the most popular and effective medications in the treatment of ADHD. But for those who abuse it, the medication can be life-ending.
This is a kid that never had issues like that, and all of a sudden it was just like a switch, and it turned.
I'm Dr. Frank McGeorge. Coming up, the dark side of the so-called study drug. It's a way to improve your child's mood, and all you need is paper and pencil. Tomorrow at 6 a.m., I'll show you this simple activity that could help kids deal with emotions in a more productive way.